Hello everyone, and welcome to today's breaking news special video where Republican Senate candidate Sean Parnell out of the state of Pennsylvania has announced that he will be dropping out of the race for the U.S. Senate in Pennsylvania. So this comes as Sean Parnell has been going through a legal battle with his estranged wife, Lori Snell, over who gets custody of their children. And the courts ruled in favor of Lori Snell, Parnell's estranged wife. So I believe he will now have custody of the children. And following this, Parnell released a statement saying, quote, "There's nothing more important to me than my children, and while I plan to ask the court to reconsider, I can't continue with the Senate campaign." And then after that, Parnell spoke with former President Donald Trump and informed him of his plans to drop out of the race. So this is very, very big news out of the state of Pennsylvania because, as we know, the Republicans are trying to retake the Senate in 2022, and Pennsylvania is perhaps the Republicans' best opportunity at picking up a Senate seat. And in the aftermath of winning Virginia, a lot of things have gone wrong for the Republicans, to be completely honest with you, on the Senate side. We have Sean Parnell now dropping out, Chris Sununu in New Hampshire announcing he will not be running for Senate. These are two major candidates, both who could have won, are now not running for one reason or another in 2022. So, with that, the next question is, well, who's the next candidate up for the Republicans in Pennsylvania? We know the Democratic side is more likely than not going to be John Fetterman or Conor Lamb. So, who will it be on the Republican side? Well, right now, real estate Jeff Bardos, who is the candidate for lieutenant governor in 2018, seems to have the most name recognition of the declared candidates. Maybe former U.S. Ambassador of Denmark, Carla Sands. Maybe she decides, or she's running, maybe she can get a little traction in this race. But for me, in the aftermath of Parnell dropping out, I'm keeping an eye, for some reason, on Ryan Costello. This is a name that I don't know much about him, but I always see his name pop up, and he's someone I could see potentially deciding now to run for this race, because I believe Ryan Costello did initially endorse Sean Parnell. So the fact that Parnell is no longer running, that could lead to Costello deciding to jump in, as he's already previously said he's interested in doing so. Some potential candidates still, Guy Reschenthaler, he's a current rep. He may decide to run now that Parnell is not. Other than that, just a lot of other representatives. But right now, I think Reschenthaler is a name to keep an eye on. I think Ryan Costello is a name to keep an eye on for sure. And then Jeff Bardos, Kathy Barnett possibly, Carla Sands. There's a lot of potential names, but without a doubt, the Republicans' top candidate in this race has now dropped out. And given this issue going on in court, I'm not sure if he actually would have been able to win the race a year from now, because who knows how this would have played out. But one thing's for certain, at this very moment, the current strongest Republican has dropped out of the race. And this is very good news for Representative Conor Lamb and for Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman, without a doubt. Because one of these two is more likely than not going to win the primary. And we pretty much know this. The good news for John Fetterman is in the polls that have been released so far, Fetterman seems to have a big lead. So, Fetterman versus Bardos, Fetterman's winning pretty big so far. There hasn't been much polls put out, and they've all been Democratic skewed polls. But the Democrats have been winning. Fetterman's been winning big. Against Sean Parnell, Fetterman and Parnell were tied in one poll, and Fetterman led by a smaller margin, and Parnell beat Conor Lamb in another poll. So against other Republican candidates, there's not been a very close poll as of now. Jeff Bardos and Conor Lamb, yes, but in my opinion, it's looking like John Fetterman will probably be the nominee. So Conor Lamb drops out, and before I go, I do want to show you one more thing to show you how close Pennsylvania is. In 2020, again, remember, Biden won with 50% of the vote. Trump got 48.8%. This is a very, very close race, a very close state, And with the right Republican candidate, the Republican can win the Senate seat. But Sean Parnell dropping out definitely is a blow to the Republicans' chances. So, Sean Parnell has dropped out of the 2022 Pennsylvania Senate race. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like the video and leave a comment below telling me what you thought about this news. And I will see you in the next video.